Is it possible to get a high-end gravel bike for under $2 grand? This is the Superior X-Road Team Comp GR, and it's well under $2 grand at just $16.99 US. If you're not familiar with Superior, they're relatively new to the US, but they've been around making bikes since 1993 in the Czech Republic. I'm no mathematician, but that feels like over 30 years of bikes. So they know what they're doing. But you're not going to find it in your local bike shop. Bikes Online signed a deal to be the exclusive partner for the US and I believe Australia as well. So if you're looking for a Superior bike, Bikes Online is the place to get it. So what is this bike and why do I say it's the best bike under $2 grand? Well, let's start out with a carbon fiber frame and carbon fiber fork with a carbon fiber steer tube. Carbon fiber seat post as well. So it's lightweight and the bike features a 1x11 GRX drivetrain with the RX 600 crankset and RX 812 rear derailleur. In addition to the GRX drivetrain, it also has GRX hydraulic brakes with 160mm front rotor, 140mm in the back. And the pair of DT Swiss G800 spline rims paired with DT Swiss 370 hubs and bladed spokes to complete the package. And the tires are the ever popular 40mm Schwalbe G1 all-round, which work great in pretty much any conditions. The bike features a semi-integrated cockpit, which means you can replace your bar or stem without needing to cut and replace hydraulic hoses. The bars are the one alloy R-Race Aero with a 16-degree flare. These things are super comfy when riding in the tops. The saddle is a Sella Royale gravel. It's important to note, while it's a carbon seat post, it is D-shaped. I absolutely love this seat post. Finding a D-shaped seat post in this price range is pretty unheard of. Superior calls this a fast gravel bike. So in the spectrum of bikes, you have your road bikes at one end, mountain bikes in the other, then gravel bikes plop down right dead center. This bike leans a little more to the road. In fact, this shares a frame geometry with the Superior Endurance road bike. So it makes it a great quiver killer as well. For me, I like having one bike that I can use for both road and gravel. And for road, I just swap it out with a wheel set with slick tires, and then switching back to gravel, put back on the G1s. So what does it mean to be fast gravel? Well, you're gonna find design choices that lean more towards quicker acceleration versus more stable downhill, or less bike packing. So you're not gonna find any cage mounts on the fork, you're not gonna find any mounts for a rack. If you wanna take this bike packing, you're gonna have to get creative. The bike will work great because you can bike pack with anything, but it's not optimized for that. It's optimized for speed. So if you want to win your next gravel race, this is the bike. If you want to just putz around town, this is a good bike. But if you want to go bike packing and you're looking to buy a brand new bike packing bike, this probably isn't the way to go. Now the bike comes with 40mm tires, but I was able to put some Gravel King SKs, size 43mm on here without any problem. I haven't tried any 650s, but I don't think you're going to get a whole lot more out of a 650B tire. Now the bike comes set up 1x, but if you want 2x, you can get a front derailleur and mount it on here just fine. Also, the bike comes with an optional chain keeper that you can mount here, but with the narrow-wide chainring and the clutch derailleur, I didn't really see a point. The bike ships with inner tubes in the tires, but the wheels are tubeless ready. In fact, they give you the valve. So all you need to do is pull out the tubes, pop in the valves, add some sealant, and you're tubeless. It's that easy. Normally, if you're looking at a sub $2,000 gravel bike, there's gonna be a weight penalty. The component selection on this bike adds up to a crazy light bike. For sub $2,000, being able to get a bike that's 20 pounds, all right, 20 pounds is their advertised weight for large. This weighed 20.2 for an extra large without pedals, but that's insane. Normally, a carbon bike in that price range, they're compromising in so many places that it is a heavy bike. Superior included frame protection on the bike with this nice down tube protector. So if your front tire kicks up any rocks, they're gonna hit this thick rubber protector and not damage the carbon. I absolutely love this bike, but what did Superior get wrong? Honestly, I struggled to come up with anything. It'd be nice to see some color options and maybe a 2x option. Now there are two variations of this bike. You have the X-Road Elite GR and the X-Road Comp GR. The Elite comes in at $13.99 and the Comp at $11.99. But in this top-of-the-line trim, I'd love to see some option. Next, this is less a knock on Superior and more a complaint about the gravel drivetrains in general. I'd like to see a wider range. The 40-tooth front with 1142 rear makes it pretty tough for climbing hills here in the Pacific Northwest. My scrawny legs beg for a lower gear. And last, again, I'm reaching. Having a D-shaped seat post means you're not going to be able to add a dropper post to this. Now, I don't have a dropper post on any of my other gravel bikes, but being able to add a dropper might be something you're interested in. So keep that in mind. I haven't seen any D-shaped dropper posts anywhere, so it's got great componentry, it's lightweight. But how does it ride? It rides friggin' awesome. When you start pedaling, you immediately feel that race pedigree. It wants to go. It's so effortless to accelerate and get up to speed. Now, if you're riding ridiculously rough single track, it's gonna be a harsher ride, no doubt about it. But it's not ridiculously harsh. I'll take that speed compromise for that little bit of extra comfort. If I want comfort, I'm gonna ride a mountain bike. And this thing is built for speed, and it shows. I don't race anymore, so I can't say this got me to the top of any podiums, but it is just a fun bike to ride. Climbs like a mountain goat, descends like a champ. This bike can do it all.
These things don't even have a kickstand. Detroit, that was my first time flying on one. Was it your first two? Both just playing it so cool, 'cause we probably look like fools. We never had something so